Hi guys, the Harmless Farmer here. Raining. Imagine that. Just starting to get dry enough we can actually get in the fields and even drive in them to get around them to see what we need to do this spring for cleanup. But we're heading home right now. We're going to do some work in the shop. Got an old wagon that I've been messing around with, and got a different running gear we're going to put under it. And wagon gear it's under, it's about a 5-mile-an-hour running gear, and I want about a 35-mile-an-hour running gear, so that's what we're going to do. So we're hammering home right now, and we're going to take care of that. Try to get that out. We're going to try to get it on the gear today. I think I'm going to put new sills under it, but I'm not going to get to that today. I just want to get it on the gear and see what size of sills I want to put under it. So heading home right now, and get you back when we get in the shop. Sitting on this wagon here is what we're going to be taking the bed off of. Pretty decent oak floor on this thing. A couple of the sills aren't real, or one of the sills isn't real good on it. But we'll probably change those out, just depends. We're gonna get it on the running gear and see what it looks like. We do like to use some of these wagons sometimes to haul things other than hay. It's kind of handy just to hook onto it and drag it from farm to farm. We're going to, like I say, we're gonna go from a 5-mile-an-hour running gear to at least a 35-mile-an-hour running gear. And once I get going on this and we get the bed off, then we'll look at it. But what we're going to do here, up in here, there's a nut and a bolt head on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to take them off, and then there's a chain over there around that sill. Then it's the opposite on the back of the wagon. But got a camera holder right here. That's it's one of the little tiny Manfrotto magic arm, and you can bend that thing around and put it about anywhere you want. So you have to see me up there getting that nut off there, how I hold the ratchet and such like that. So we're going to get at it here and get you back here shortly. All right, I got a ratchet right here, and I got a 9/16 wrench right here. The wrench I'm going to hold on the outside of the sill. When I talk about the sill, this is this wood thing right here. It runs the whole length of the wagon. And then there's angle irons that are bolted to it, and then they are bolted to the cross members here, and then the boards run long ways also. So we're going to unbolt the sill from the wagon running gear. Down underneath here. See the bolt when you're laying so far away from it. Get a little base so I can ratchet it out there. right, what we got here is a chain around the sill and around the axle. It's got a bolt through it and it's double nutted, so we gotta get them apart. This nut off here now, second nut. Alright guys, what we're going to do is we're going to use the loader to pick the bed up off the running gear. What I did was I put my fork extensions on. I made those several years ago. Just a piece of 5 or 6 inch channel, and welded a loop on the other end of it to go underneath the forks. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the wagon and we're going to pick the bed up off the running gear with that. And then I'm going to pull the old running gear out and go hook onto the newer running gear. And we're going to pull it underneath of it, and then we're going to try setting it down on there. Alright guys, we got the wagon bed set down on there. I'm sure it's not right, so we'll have to jack it up and mess around with it, but we'll go over and check it out. And with the heat houser on here, it's hard to see, so when you're doing it by yourself, that's what you run into. I can see right now I gotta pick the front up, but we'll go over and we'll check it out and look at it. Get you in my pocket here. Alright, I can see that the back of the wagon is not down all the way. What there is I can see is there's some bolts in there from, let's see here. Yeah, it's not down all the way. Probably it's uneven. And the wagon was all screwed up. The wagon running gear, we'll go over and look at it here shortly, but we had to get it on here so we could see what we needed to do. We are going to put new sills on it anyway. Sorry about the wind, but you can see we got a lot of room right here between the sill and underneath there, and there it's on the far side of the sill. So we'll get the loader around here and we'll pick it up and get it where it needs to be. Alright guys, told you I'd show you this wagon running gear. It's two old front axles off of some old car. I don't know for sure what year or anything like that. Someone was saying something about a 48 something. I don't remember really what they said, but this thing's jeweled. It's got brakes on it. I don't think they work. Pull them, probably never go back. But she's available if anybody's interested. Alright guys, we are running up to the farm, and I don't know if you can tell, sun's out. It's actually pretty nice out right now. Got a breeze blowing. I'm working on a video and the wind's freaking blowing. But we're gonna run up to the farm, do a couple things, but while I'm thinking about it, just want to let people know I got a P.O. box now. So if anyone wants to send some fan mail or whatnot, the address is the Harmless Farmer, P.O. Box 844, and that's west of Liberty, Ohio 43357. Alright guys, I think we're going to end it right here for today. We basically got finished what I wanted to on this project. I wanted to get it picked up off the old gear and set down onto this gear so we could see what we needed to do and what issues we had with the bed. We found a couple issues, but nothing too major. We're going to be replacing the main sills under this, and the bed itself is actually not sitting clear down onto the axles right now. There's a cross piece right here that goes all the way across to the back, the other side of the wagon, and it's right over top of the tires. Well, it's coming down, and it won't go down because the bolts that hold the angle iron on that fastens the sill and the cross piece together are hitting the saddle. So we got to deal with that a little bit, but we're going to have all that off when we put the sill on. Went up to the farm today and did a couple things, and when I came back home I remembered I had a meeting tonight, so I didn't get to do any more on this. Went in and got cleaned up, went to my meeting. Now I'm out here putting an ending on this video for you. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And I really appreciate the comments. I really appreciate y'all for watching my show. Thank you very much.